Yeah, welcome everyone to another class on web design. So on today's topic, we'll be talking about HTML semantic elements. So what are semantic elements? Semantic elements are elements with meanings. A semantic element clearly describes its meaning to both the browser and the developer. So examples of non-semantic elements are div and span, which tells nothing about its content. Examples of non-semantic elements are div and span, which tells nothing about its content, while examples of semantic elements are form, tables, and article, which clearly defines its content. Alright. So in HTML, there are some semantic elements that can be used to define different parts of a web page. We have the article, we have the aside, we have the details, we have the fig caption, the figure, footer, header, main, mark, nav, section, summary, time, etc. So let's start with the HTML section elements. So and we'll be doing that in our body. Alright. So the semantic elements are the article, aside, figure, etc. So we're starting with the HTML section element. So the section element defines a section in a document. Defines a section in a document. It can be used in chapters, introduction, news items, contact information. So our H1 is food, paragraph. Let's say we sell all types of food. So our H1 is food, paragraph is we sell all types of food. We're bringing this a section, so we want to have another section. So we'll copy that. Let's copy that and paste. Okay, so we have another section, but let's change this to something else, to drink. So let's just change it to we sell all types of drinks. So those are two sections that we have right now. So let's open our browser. So as you can see, we have food, and the paragraph is we sell all types of food. The drink, we sell all types of drinks. So those are two sections there. Food is one section, drink is another section. So that is how to, and section can be used in chapters, introduction, news items, contact information. Okay, a web page could normally be split into sections for introduction, content, and contact information. So that's how to go about our section. So we have to practice this very well so that we can have the full understanding of it. Alright, so the next thing we'll talk about is article. Alright, an article specifies independent self-contained element. So we have H2. Let's bring our H2. Let's say Google Chrome. So let's bring a paragraph. Let's say Google is a web browser. And don't forget, you can use article. Examples of where articles can be used are in forum posts, blog posts, user comments, product cards, newspaper articles. Okay, so our paragraph is Google Chrome is a web browser developed by Google, released in 2008. That is our paragraph. So article can be used in forum posts, blog posts, user comments, product cards, newspaper articles, right? So we are trying to have another article. The first one talks about Google Chrome. So this, let's change it to something else. Okay, let's say Mozilla Firefox. So our issue is Mozilla Firefox. Then let's bring a paragraph. So let's say Mozilla Firefox is an open source web browser developed by Mozilla. So our paragraph is Mozilla Firefox is an open source web browser developed by Mozilla. So our H2 is Mozilla Firefox. So let's bring another article. So we have like 3 articles right now. Then let's change the H2. So we'll change the H2. Let's look for another browser name. Okay, so we just copied one of the articles we've done before and we pasted it. So we are editing it to Microsoft Edge. So the paragraph, let's write something about it. So Microsoft Edge is a web browser developed by Microsoft. And it was released in 2015. So let's open our browser and reload. So as you can see, we now have article, Google Chrome, paragraph. Google Chrome is a web browser developed by Google, released in 2008. Then Mozilla Firefox. Mozilla Firefox is an open source web browser developed by Mozilla. Then Microsoft Edge. Microsoft Edge is a web browser developed by Microsoft, released in 2015. Okay, so this is how to use article elements. So we'll be going into how to use CSS to style the article elements. So let's bring a comment to document our work. So using CSS to style article elements. So we'll go to our body. Alright, and we're in our body, right? let's just want to style article. So let's copy. We're trying to copy the articles we've written already, trying to paste it so that we can edit it from here and style. Okay, we're trying to add a class. So we're trying to give article. We're trying to give it a class named all browsers, all hyphen browsers. So that's the article class. Then we're trying to bring our h1. Then our h1 is most popular browsers. So I think it will not be easy like this. So let's just delete it and start to avoid confusion. So let's start all over again using CSS. Using CSS to style article element. So let's open our article. Okay. Then in between that is where you have your articles. So our article actually has class, the whole article, everything. So we're giving the class called all browsers. So in between that we have our different articles. So let's bring h1 first. So let's say most popular browser. So now we can now bring our article element. So let's change this to capital letters. So let's bring our article element. Since we have different articles, so the first article, we'll give it a class. So let's call the class browser. Then we'll bring h2. So Google Chrome is our h2. Let's bring a paragraph. So Google Chrome is a web browser. Let's leave it that way to save time. So let's copy this article. Let's copy the article so that we can replicate it. So copy, then paste. So let's change, let's have a second article. So let's change our h2. Let's call it Mozilla Firefox. So let's give it a paragraph. So let's say Mozilla Firefox is an open source browser, web browser. Mozilla Firefox is an open source web browser. So we now have two articles. So let's bring another article. So this article will be Microsoft Edge. So we'll change the paragraph to Microsoft Edge is a web browser developed by Microsoft. In case you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly do so and leave a comment, like the video, make sure you subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload you can see the videos. So get back to our work. Microsoft Edge is a web browser developed by Microsoft. So let's reload in our browser. Okay, so as you can see, that's the article we want to style. Most popular browsers: Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Edge. Okay, so I'm zooming in so that you can see very well. Google Chrome, the paragraph is Google Chrome is a web browser, so that's what we want to style. So how do we style it? Using CSS. So we're actually using internal styling. I want to use internal styling. So go to our head section. Okay, so in our head section, what do we style? Say we want to style the whole article. That is article 1, article 2, article 3, do everything, and we gave it a class name, all browsers. So and when you are styling article, when you are styling a class, you use period. So that's why we said period, all browsers, that is everything. So our margin talks about it's a space, okay, between the contents. So between the contents. So if you want your content to be spacious, use your margin to do that. Then the padding is the space between the content and the border. So we have given margin to be 0. We have given padding to be 5 pixel. Giving background color. Let's give it a color. Let's say light gray. You always put your semicolon at the end. So let's reload. Wow, nothing happened. That means we made a mistake somewhere, so we have to fix it. Okay, so in our head section, for us to use CSS, let's cut this out. We're supposed to bring style, so let's cut that out. Then bring style. So I'm leaving this so that we can all learn and know some mistakes we always make. So we'll paste our CSS work, which is this. We have pasted it. So you bring style first. Style, you must put it in style. So let's reload and see. So as you can see, it has been styled. The background color has now been changed. Alright, and we gave margin to be 0. Margin is the gap between the contents. So the gap between Google Chrome to Mozilla Firefox and the rest. So that is that. So you have to understand the difference between margin and padding, because it will go a long way to help you. So you can see the distance between Google Chrome and Mozilla. We give the margin to be 0. Okay. So let's change the padding. Let's see the difference. Let's say 30. So save your work and reload. So as you can see that where the content started from, it has shifted to the right. So we set 30. All right, so you can see what padding does. So let's put it back. So let's reload. So as you can see, it has gone back. So padding is the distance between the content and the border. So you have to understand these concepts very well, because you will make use of it in the designs you will do, the web pages. So a good understanding of it will take you a long way. So we'll give margin to be 0. We'll give padding 5 pixels. Our background color light gray. So as you can see, the color has been highlighted. The color is showing there, light gray. So that is how to style. So the next thing we'll be talking about is the header element. So the header element represents a container for introductory contents or a set of navigational links. The header element typically contains one or more headings from H1 to H6, logo or icon, authorship information. Note, you can have several header elements in one HTML document. However, header cannot be placed within a footer, address, or another header element. So let's give an example. We are bringing a comment so that we can know where we are, or trying to document our work, our source code. So we are saying HTML header element for an article. So we want to header for an article, right? So we'll start with our article, then open your header. You know, we are dealing with header elements for an article. So our H1, let's give our H1. What does WWF do? Okay, so let's bring a paragraph. WWF's mission is to stop the degradation of our planet. Let's delete, there's a mistake, let's delete that. Of our planet's natural environment. So that is a paragraph. So don't forget, we're talking about HTML header. HTML header for an article. So let's reload. So you can see, what does WWF do? WWF's mission is to stop degradation of our planet's natural environment. Okay. So we'll be talking about another thing, HTML footer element. So footer elements. So the footer element defines a footer for a document or section. A footer element typically contains authorship information, copyright information, contact information, sitemap, back to top links, related documents. So you can have several footer elements in one document. Okay, so footer is what always stays down, then header is what stays up at the top, footer is what stays at the down, header is what stays at the top. Okay, so let's bring a comment. So HTML footer. So with this semantics, HTML semantics, you can actually build a website as long as you understand everything. So open your footer, close it. So we're trying to put what will be at the down bottom side of our web page. So let's say author. The author is, the name is web design. So and I want to bring another paragraph. We want to put send email. If you want to mail the person, so you put a, open your href, then mail to. So the name, our email is webdesign@gmail.com. So you close it. Then in between here, you put the name of the email address. Okay, so that once they click it, you can take them to email. So you reload. So as you can see, we have now added our email to our web page. Right? So we can style this. So the next thing we'll be talking about is the nav element. Okay, the nav element defines a set of navigation links. Notice that not all links of the document should be inside nav element. The nav element is intended only for major blocks of navigation links. Okay, so let's bring our comments. So let's say HTML nav element. Hope you know the comment won't show on your browser, so just to document your work. So open your nav. So we're talking about links. So a href, then slash html slash. So for the first link, for the first HTML link, we are trying to want HTML to show. Then let's put another link. So let's say a href, then CSS. So we want close it. Then we want CSS to display as the name of the link. So let's do for JavaScript. So ahref, so slash So I want JavaScript to display. So let's reload. So we have HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So that's how to add a nav element, add links using nav. So the next we'll talk about is the HTML aside element. So the aside element defines some content. Aside from the content, it is placed in like a sidebar. The aside content should be indirectly related to the surrounding content. So give an example. So talking about the aside elements, let's open a paragraph. So my family and I visited a cool hotels this summer. The weather was nice. And Eco Hotel was amazing. So now I want to put something at the side. Okay, so inside the aside, let's put a paragraph. So Eco Hotel is an hotel in Lagos, Nigeria. So that's our paragraph for the aside element. So let's reload. So as you can see, Eco Hotel is an hotel in Lagos, Nigeria. It's what we want to style, okay, but it's not yet at the side. So we have to use CSS to style it. Okay. So that is what we want to style. Eco Hotel is an hotel in Lagos. We want to put it at the side. So we'll go to our head section to style that. So don't forget, bring your style. So let's call our side element. Okay, so we want to give it width. %. How wide should it be? The padding. So it should be padding left. So because So we give it 15 pixel. Margin left 15 pixel. So it should float to the right. We want our sidebar or the Eco Hotel. It's a nice place to be. We want it to be at the right hand side, so that's why we're using float right. Okay, I want the font style to be italics, in italics. So I want a background color. So the background color, we have a padding of 15. So let's reload. Alright, there is our aside element there. That's our aside. So Eco Hotel is in Lagos, Nigeria. We have put it at the side. So let's try to fill up this space here. This place is kind of empty. So after my family and I visited Eco Hotels this summer, the weather was nice and Eco Hotel was amazing. So let's fill out this space. So let's add more paragraphs. So let us copy that and paste and paste and paste so that we can have more paragraph. So let's reload. So as you can see, so in between these paragraphs we have one paragraph at one side, that which is Eco Hotel is an hotel in Lagos. It's an hotel in Lagos, Nigeria. Okay. So we'll give the padding left to be 15. We'll give the also give it a margin. So from that's the distance between where it is and the border there. So the next we'll be talking about is HTML figure and figcaption elements. Okay, the figure tag specifies self-contained content like illustrations, diagrams, photos, code listings, etc. The figcaption tag defines a caption for a figure element. The figcaption element can be placed as the first or the last child of a figure element. So the img element defines the actual image or illustration. So let's start with the figure element. So in case you want to bring a picture, a figure, I want to label it, you want to name it, so this is the place for it. Maybe you have a picture, I want to say, okay, this is London, this is Paris, whatever it is. So this is a figure and figcaption element to use. So for the figure, let's bring out a figure. So img src so we want to put this image light. Let's check the type, the properties. So it is JPEG. So what we are putting is light.jpg. So if yours is PNG, put PNG. Whatever file format you're using, you can actually put the file format there. My own here is JPG. So that is light.jpg. So So close it after the quotation. So you save, then reload. So you can see that we have brought an image in our web page. So we are trying to give it a caption. So let's caption this image. So we use our figcaption. So we want to say this figure 1. So that's the name we want to put. So let's say my picture. So that's the name we're giving the image. So let's reload and see. So that's it. Say figure 1, my picture. That's the name we gave it. So that's how to actually add a caption to your image. Alright, so let's define some semantic elements in HTML. So what is article? Article defines independent self-contained elements. Article defines independent self-contained content. So if you're using article, it defines independent self-contained content. What is the aside? Aside defines content aside from the page content. Okay, so the details, we use details tag, defines additional details that the user can view or hide. So figcaption defines a caption for a figure element. Figure specifies self-contained contents like illustrations, diagram, photos, code listings, etc. Footer defines a footer for a document or section. Header specifies a header for a document or section. Main specifies the main content of a document. Mark defines marked or highlighted text. Nav defines navigation links. Section defines a section in the document. Summary defines a visible heading for a details element. Okay. Time defines a date or time. So thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you have not subscribed, please kindly subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload, you'll be the first to get the video, because I'll be uploading videos every week, and the goal is to reach as many people as possible. So make sure you comment on the type of videos you want me to upload. Do you want more of CSS? Do you want more of HTML, more of JavaScript, whatever one you want? Make sure you comment, make sure you like the video, and make sure you share. Thank you very much, everyone, and do have a wonderful day.